I think something needs to change. Yay! Hello girls, my name is Kat. Today we will be organizing my new bookshelves. Don't get me wrong, I loved the black bookshelves, but in my opinion, I feel like they were like swallowing my books too much. I think the white bookshelves will just make the colors pop a lot more and it'll just look nicer and brighter. And I also just needed new bookshelves in general because I was running out of space a little bit in terms of like keeping series together and genres together, because that's how I like to organize my bookshelves. I needed new ones and now I'll have space for a good while now. Hopefully. All of my books currently are just all over my bed. I think without further ado, we should start putting the books onto the shelves. Okay, so over here, I think I'm gonna make this my Harry Potter shelf. So I have this little box set. I don't know, I like keeping the books in the box set that they come in. And over here inside, I have a little Harry Potter bookmark that I like to dangle there. I'll actually organize all the trinkets here because I have specific Harry Potter ones. This is actually a Christmas decoration, but it reminds me of a Patronus, so it's just gonna stay there. I have a Harry Potter rubber duck that goes on top. And then I have this little polyjuice potion thing. I don't actually know if the batteries, oh, they kind of still work. Okay, anyway, that goes there. That's my Harry Potter shelf. I think let's do this one next. I don't really know what I want to put up here. Okay, so I have my Fourth Wing series here. How I do my shelves is, if I have a series that I haven't read yet, I will put the first book of it onto my physical TBR and then put the rest of the series on my shelf so that it's not taking up too much space on my TBR cart. I don't know what else to put there. Okay, I think we'll have to come back to it. I want to do this shelf next because I think I have a better idea of what I want to put there. First of all, I have my Caraval series here. It's also in the little box set. So I'm going to put this over here. And I have the little novella as well, Spectacular. I think I want to put my Hunger Games series also in a box set. I still haven't read this yet. I hope to do a video on this soon though. I actually want to face this out because I like the design here. And then I have Sunrise on the Reaping as well. Next up I have Atalanta. So I want to face this outward because the cover is gorgeous. I have a Babel. I also have, what's it called, Catabasis by R.F. Kuang as well. So I'll leave a space next to this for that book. Also, this is a bookmark in there, but I like how this looks with the book, so I actually leave it in there dangling. And then I'll probably leave that empty for now. I think I can fit another book in there, but I'll just leave it empty for now. Okay, let's move down to the shelf here. I have 3 books here that are based on Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I actually want to kind of face them outward like this because these covers are also really, really pretty. Something like that. Right, so down here I think I'm gonna make my thriller and horror section. I have Clown in a Cornfield. I have the reappearance of Rachel Price. I have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I have the Agathas and The Night in Question. These are very similar to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I'll keep these together. Okay, I have Verity. I have Paradise Rot. The Last Thing to Burn. The Shining. The Twisted Ones. I really, really recommend this book. Right, so that's my little thriller and horror section. I think that's all that needs to go there. Right, I have the Witcher series. I haven't read this yet, but I hope to soon. I have the Lord of the Rings as well, which I have a video coming for this soon. Okay, let's move up to the top again. I think over here I'm gonna display the Spell Shop and the Enchanted Greenhouse. I think I'll have them face forward as well. because those are also nice covers. I have this, A Familiar Tale. I know there's another book that I need to read that goes with this, so I'll just put that over here. I also have the Fae of Snow and Ice series. I think for now I'll keep this up here, although it doesn't really make sense, but just to kind of fill the space a little bit. I have a fourth book for that as well, but I'm currently reading it. Right, so I already have my book Nook here. I have the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I have the first book on my physical TBR. And then I have the Song of Achilles. Let's just move the book Nook. I have the Rose Bargain. I think the second book to this is coming out soon, so I'm so excited. Powerless. I don't remember what the first book of the series is called. I think this is the second book. I don't know. I don't have the full series. I just have 2 books. They were gifted to me by a friend. I hope to read that soon as well. And then I have similar books to the other ones I showed, but they're by a different author. I think this one was a duology, so I finished that. So I'll just put that over here. I also have the Priory of the Orange Tree, which I think I'll actually end up putting up here. Okay, so on this shelf here, I actually have this like Illumicrate special edition of The Isle in the Silver Sea. I want to dedicate a whole shelf to books, like special edition books that I get from subscription boxes, because I think that would also be kind of cute. So I think for now that's just gonna have to be there alone until I get more. But I have some stuff that came with this book. I have this little bookmark holder and this shaker keychain. I just put this on the corner of the book and just let it kind of dangle from the book. So that's gonna stay like that for now. Let's circle back to my Harry Potter shelf for a second, because I actually forgot I have a Dobby Lego as well. I'm so sorry, Dobby. So let's put him over here, and his little cake as well. So sorry, Dobby. Right. Yeah, I don't really know what else I could put here. This might just have to stay empty for now until I read more fantasy books, because I have a lot of fantasy books on my physical TBR. So at least now I have a full shelf still for more fantasy books. Right, I have a little special place for some books. Alright, this might seem silly, but I'm actually gonna put my ACOTAR books down here. I'm sorry. Listen, this series is so popular, and it's like, it's what everyone's eyes always go to, and it's all everyone ever talks about, so I want to put them down here. I also have Crescent City, and also since Sarah J Maas is such a controversial and problematic author, I'm just gonna banish her to the bottom shelf. I'm actually still reading House of Earth and Flame. Well, I haven't even started it yet, but I was about to start it, but then I kind of put it to the side for a while. I will still read it. Bottom shelf it is. Also on that shelf down here, I have like an old copy of Matilda and like a newer copy of Matilda. I'll just put them there. Funny story. Okay, so this is the Atlas 6. I really didn't like this book, so it's also getting banished to the bottom shelf away from all the other books. It was such a disappointment to me. I was so sad after I read it. I was like, what was that? Okay, so over here I'm gonna put all of my romance books. I have Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, Hate Mail by Donna Marchetti, Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, Body Check by Ellie Kennedy, My December Darling by Lauren Asher. I have The Christmas Eve Love Story by Ginny Baird, Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. Then we have The Christmas Tree Farm and The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Right, I'll have something like stopping all of these books from falling, but I'll just leave that down for now. Okay, so I have like a bunch of like non-fiction books, so I'm gonna put down here. I'm not really gonna talk about these, but I'll just shove them all down here. Okay, so over here I'm gonna put my Boys of Tommen series. The first book of this series is on my physical TBR still, so I have yet to read it. So just gonna keep that over here for now. This bottom shelf here where I put like the Atlas 6 and Matilda, I'm gonna move that next to Actor so I can free this shelf. So I have some kind of like sad books. My Friends by Frederick Backman, Every Last Word, A Little Life, Open Water. So I think I might put them down here. Just have more like fiction books over here as well, so I'll probably put them all down here too. I have Sina Songstress of Rock by Brandon Rapp. I have Priest by Sierra Simone. I have Not My Problem by Kira Smith. One Little Lie. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The Hotel on the Riviera. Room by Emma Donoghue. Where the Crawdads Sing, which is actually like I think the first book I read. That was recommended to me by a friend in secondary school. I have My Heart. This is pure comedy and I loved it. To go with my sad books, I think this got lost. I have Girl Interrupted as well. And then I have Stranger Times. I actually really liked this. It's kind of like an unserious book as well, just kind of comedy. Or not, I'll fix that later. I actually have some like vampire books and some classics. I think I'll put them down here on the free shelf that I was gonna save space for more fantasy books, but it's okay. Okay, so I have Twilight. I'm going this way. I have The Scarlet Veil, Dracula, Carmilla, Frankenstein, and Never Let Me Go. And the reason I'm keeping this here is because I had to read this book for school, so it's just gonna go there. And same with To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay, so that's all the books on the shelf. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I have like a lot of shelf decor to go on, so I'll quickly do that and then I'll show you. Okay, so there we go. Here's a little close-up of all of the decorations. Finally have more space for more Monster High dolls because I want to keep collecting them. I'm so happy with how it looks. Like, it just looks so nice. I put this plant over here for now, but when this shelf fills up I want to put it up here. But for now, just to fill this gap, it's gonna go in there. So obviously over time, the shelves will keep filling up and I'll keep adding more decor probably because I just love having decorated bookshelves. Like, I love like a cluttered bookshelf. I also want to get some fairy lights or some string lights or something to maybe just dangle off the top or like going downward. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, for now, this is my new bookshelves. I'm so happy. Let me know what you think, or if you have any suggestions, but I'm really happy with it and I love how it looks. I guess that was it for this video. Thank you for hanging out with me, ghouls, and so until the next one, bye.